students. In the last class we were discussing about the conversion from decimal to binary system. In decimal to binary conversion we were dividing the given decimal number by 2 and note down the remainder and the quotient. Until again you need to divide this quotient by 2 until the quotient becomes 0, or where we need to stop the process means where the number cannot be divided by 2. After you write down the values from bottom to top. Next in this class we'll discuss the decimal to octal conversion. So this is similar to binary conversion, but here we need to divide the given decimal number by 8. Next, note down the quotient and remainder. Next, we need to repeat the step 1 and step 2 means again we need to divide the given number by 8 until the quotient becomes 0, or stop the process where the number cannot be divided by 8. In the next step, note down the LSB and MSB and write the octal number from bottom to top. Now we will see one example problem. This is an example problem. 19 is an example for decimal because 1 and 9 is in the range of decimal number system. Now this number should be converted to octal number. Now we will start this process. Take the decimal number. Now divide the decimal number by 8. Now 8 2s are 60. The remainder is 3. Again 2 cannot be divided by 8. I will stop this process, and now this is your LSB and this is MSB. Write the values from bottom to top. We have only one step here. I will write 2, 3. Base of this is 8 because this is the octal equivalent value for the given number 19. Now we will see one more example problem. This is one more example. Now divide this given number by 8. Take the decimal number, divide this number by 8. So 8 2s are 60. 5 is left out. 5 cannot be divided. So take 0. The remainder is 5. Again divide this 20 by 8. 8 2s are 16. The remainder is 4. 2 cannot be divided by 8. Hence stop the process and write down the values from bottom to top. That is 2, 4, 5 and the base of this is 8. Now 245 is the octal equivalent value for the decimal value 165. We will see few more examples. So this is another example problem, that is 225. This is the decimal number. This should be converted to octal number. Now consider this decimal number. Divide this decimal number by 8. So 8 2s are 16. The left out is 6. Now it will become 65. 8 8s are 64. Now remaining is 1. Again divide this 28 by 8. 8 3s are 24. The remainder is 4. See, now 3 cannot be divided by 8. Stop here and write down the values from bottom to top. That is 3, 4, 1, base of 8. Why this is base 8 means this is octal number. See, 3, 4, 1 is in the range of octal number. The range of octal number is 0 to 7. 3, 4, 1 is in the range of 0 to 7. Now we will see one example problem based on fraction. This is one more example. We have a decimal fraction value. Now this should be converted to octal. So when converting from decimal to binary, what we were doing? We were multiplying the fraction by 2. But in this process, when converting from decimal to octal, you need to multiply this by 8. Now take this fraction part, 0.25 multiplied by 8. See, 8 5s are 40, 0, 4 carry. 8 twos are 16. 16 plus 4 is 20. So 2 carry. It will become 2.0. Now stop. Note down this integer part. Now this cannot be multiplied by 2 because we have fractional part as 0. In one step itself we got the fractional part as 0. Stop this process and write down the value as 2. This is base 8. Now 2 is an octal equivalent value for the given fractional value, that is 0.25. Now we will see one more fractional. This is one more fractional part example. Take this fractional part 0.40, multiply it by 8. Now 8 into 0 is 0. 8 fours are 32. So 3 carry. I will write 3.20. Now note down this integer part. Consider only the fractional part, that is 0.20, multiplied by 8. 8 into 0 is 0. 8 twos are 16. The carry is 1. So that will become 1.60. Again note down this integer part. Consider only the fractional part, that is 0.60 multiplied by 8. 8 into 0 is 0. 8 6 are 48. So 4 carry, that is 4.80. Note down this integer part. Again consider the fractional part, that is 0.80 multiplied by 8. So 8 into 0 is 0. 8 8s are 64 and carry is 6. It will become 6.40. So in this process, if we multiply any fractional value, we will not get fractional value as 0. In this condition, consider only 3 steps and write down the values, that is from top to bottom. Now I will write 0.3146, base is 8. Now this is an equivalent, octal equivalent value for the fractional decimal fraction, that is 0.40. Now we will see another example which has both integer part as well as fractional part. In this condition, we have to consider the integer part as separate and fractional part as separate. Find out the value for integer part and find out the value for fractional part. Then you combine both the results to get the final result. Now I will consider only the integer part. That is 446 divided by 8. When you have only integer part, you need to divide the given number by 8. So 8 5s are 40. So the remaining is 4. It will become 46. Again 8 5s are 40. The remainder is 6. Again divide this 55 by 8. So 8 6 are 48. The remainder is 7. Now 6 cannot be divided by 8. Consider, now I will stop the process and take down the values from bottom to top. That is 676 base of 8. Now I will consider fractional part, that is fractional part is 0.26. The fractional part should be multiplied by 8. Now 8 6 are 48. 4 carry. 8 2s are 16. 16 plus 4 is 20. So 2 carry, that is 2.08. So note down the integer part. Consider only fractional part, 0.08 multiplied by 8. 8 8s are 64. The carry is 6. 8 into 0 is 0. You will get 6 and 0. Again consider this fractional part, that is 0.64 multiplied by 8. 8 fours are 32, 3 carries, 8 6 are 48, 48 plus 3 is 51. So 5.12. Note down this integer part, consider only the fractional part and multiply it by 8. 8 2s are 16, 1 carry, 8 1s are 8 plus 1 is 9, it will become 0.96. So if you consider this, if you follow again, if you continue to process this, you will not get the fractional part as 0. So in that condition, stop till here and take down the values from bottom to top, that is 2050. Put 0 as 0.2050 basis 8. Now this is the octal equivalent value for the integer part, that is 446, and this is the octal equivalent value for the fractional part 0.26. Now combine these two together, that is 0676.2050 and basis 8. So this is how we need to perform the conversions when we have both integer part and fractional part. That is about decimal to octal conversion. Now we will see one more conversion, that is decimal to hexadecimal conversion. The base of hexadecimal is 16. Now the same process should be followed, that is divide the given decimal number by 16. In the step 2, note the quotient and remainder. Step 3 is repeat step 1 and step 2 until the quotient becomes 0. Again, the first remainder is your LSB, the last remainder is the MSB, and write the hexadecimal number from bottom to top. Now we will see few examples. Now this is an example problem. This number, decimal number, should be converted to hexadecimal number. What is the first step? Divide the given decimal number by 16. Now consider the decimal number 92. Divide this by 60. 16 5s are 80. The left out value is 12. 5 cannot be divided by 16, or you can have one more step, that is 16 zeros are 0 and the remainder is 0. That is your step 3. Repeat step 1 until the quotient becomes 0, or you can stop here itself and write down the values from bottom to top, that is 0, 5, 12. 0 can be written or you can neglect, it does not have any meaning. So 5 and 2. Now 2 cannot be written as it is because the hexadecimal equivalent value for 12 is C. So it will become, the value of 12 is C. This is base 16. Why? Because it is in the range of hexadecimal range. C is it is an alphabet representing the value of 12, 5 and C belongs to the hexadecimal number. So this is the hexadecimal equivalent value for the decimal value 92. Now we will see one more problem. This is one more example problem. 843 should be converted to hexadecimal system. Consider the number 843. Divide this number by 16. So 16 5s are 80. So the left out value is 4. So you will get 43. Now 16 2s are 32. The left out, the remainder is 11. Again divide this 52 by 16. So 16 3s are 48. The remainder is 4. 3 cannot be divided by 16. Stop the division process and write down the values from bottom to top. That is 3, 4, 11. 11 is an hexadecimal, the equivalent hexadecimal value for 11 is B. So that will become 34 B base 16. So this is equivalent hexadecimal number for the decimal number 843. This is one more example problem 518. This should be converted to hexadecimal system. Consider this number 518. Divide this number by 16. So 16 3s are 48. Left out is 3. It will become 38. 16 2s are 32. So remainder is 6. Again divide this 32 by 16. 16 2s are 32. The remainder is 0. 2 cannot be divided by 16. Stop the division process and write down the values from bottom to top. That is 206 base is 16. So this is the hexadecimal equivalent value for 518. Now we will see one more example problem. This is one more example problem. Consider the number 2619. So this should be converted to hexadecimal. Divide this by 16. So 16 ones are 16. Will remain with 10. It will become 101. 16 6 are 96. The left out value is 5. It will become 59. So 16 4s are 48. The remainder is 11. Again divide this number by 16. 16 ones are 16. 4 cannot be divided. So place 0. The left out remainder is 4. Again divide this by 16. So this 10 cannot be divided by 16. So stop the division process and note down the values from bottom to top. That is 10, 4, 11. Now the equivalent hexadecimal value for 10 is A4. The equivalent value for 11 is B. So A4 B is the hexadecimal value for 2619. That is your decimal number system. So this is the conversion from decimal to hexadecimal number system. We will see another concept. We have discussed the conversion, that decimal to any other number system conversion, that is decimal to binary, decimal to octal and decimal to hexadecimal. Now we will see the converting any other number system to decimal. It includes conversion from binary to decimal, octal to decimal and hexadecimal to decimal. When converting from binary to decimal, we need to multiply each and every digit by 2, and when we are converting from octal to decimal, we need to multiply the each and every digit by 8 with its positional values, and when converting from hexadecimal to decimal, all the digits should be multiplied by 16 with its positional values. Now we will see one by one in detail. First we will see binary to decimal conversion. So now we will see binary to decimal conversion. So in this conversion we need to follow these steps. First step is multiply each bit of the binary number by its positional weights. Means you need to multiply each and every digits by 2 with its positional weights. Positional weights are nothing but in which place the digits are placed. After positioning the values, multiply that, and in the next step add all the products to get the final results. See, now we will see example problems. So this is an example problem 1101. This is a binary number. This should be converted to decimal. Now what we should do, we should multiply each and every digit by 2 with its positional values. So I will multiply this by 2. 1 into 2 plus 1 into 2 plus 0 into 2 plus 1 into 2. Now write down the positional values from right to left. See, if I stand like this, it is from right to left. Always the positional value should be written from right to left when we have only integer part. So now I'll write, it's always the positional weights will start from 0, 1, 2, 3. So now expand these terms. 1 into 2 cube. 2 cube can be written as 2 into 2 into 2. 2 twos are 4. 4 into 2 is 8. So 2 cube is 8 plus 1 into 2. 2 square can be written as 2 into 2. So 2 twos are 4. 2 square is 4 plus 0 into 2 power 1 is 2 plus 1 into 2 power 0 is 1. Now multiply this. 8 into 1 is 8 plus 4 into 1 is 4 plus 0 into 2 is 0 plus 1 into 1 is 1. Now add all the products. Now you need to add all the terms. 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 plus 0 is 12 plus 1 is 13. The base is 12. Now this is the decimal equivalent value for the binary 1101. Now this is one more example problem. This is a binary digits. They should be converted to hex. This should be converted to decimal. Now consider the digits and multiply each and every digit by 2. Now 1 into 2 plus 0 into 2 plus 0 into 2 plus 1 into 2 plus 1 into 2. Now first I will write the positional values for this integer part. So always the positional values will be positive for the digits before your decimal point. Now I will write first, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now again this fractional part also can be added using plus symbol. Now even this also multiplied by 2. Now 0 into 2 plus 1 into 2 plus 1 into 2. Now after the decimal point, after this point, the positional values will start from negative 1. That is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. See, always the digit which has the positional values for the integer part will be positive. It will start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the positional weights for the digits for after the decimal point will start from minus 1, minus 2 and minus 3. Now expand these terms. 1 into 2 power 4 is 2 into 2 into 4, that is 16 plus 0 into 2 cube is 2 into 2 into 2 is 8 plus 0 into 2 power 2 is 4 plus 1 into 2 power 1 is 2 plus 1 into 2 power 0 is 1 plus 0 into 2 power 1, 2 power minus 1 can be written as 1 divided by 2 plus 1 into 2 power minus 2 can be written as 2 power 1 divided by 2 power 2 plus 1 into 2 power minus 3 can be written as 1 divided by 2 power 3. Now multiply these terms. 16 into 1 is 16 plus 8 into 0 is 0 plus 0 into 4 is 0 plus 2 into 1 is 2 plus 1 into 1 is 1 plus 0 into 1 by 2. The value of 1 by 2 is 0.5. So 0 into, now I write 0 into 1 by 2 value is 0.5 plus 1 into 1 divided by 2, 2 power 2, that is 1 divided by 4. The value of 1 by 4 is 0.25 plus 1 into 1 divided by 2 cube, that is 1 divided by 2 cube is nothing but 1 divided by 8. The value of 1 divided by is 0.125. So add all these values, you will get the final value as 16 plus 2 plus 1, 16 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1 plus 0 into 0.5 is 0 plus 1 into 0.25 is 0.25 plus 1 into 0.125 is 0.125. Now add all these terms, you will get the value as 19.375. The base is 10. Now this is the decimal equivalent value for the given digits. Next we will see one more example. Now this is another example problem. Now multiply each and every digit by 2. Multiply 1 into 1 into 2 plus 1 into 2 plus 0 into 2 plus 1 into 2 plus 1 into 2 plus 0 into 2 plus 1 into 2. Now I write positional values for integer part, that is from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'll multiply this fractional part, that is 1 into 2 plus 0 into 2 plus 1 into 2. The positional value starts from minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Now expand these terms. 1 into 2 power 6 is 64 plus 1 into 2 power 5 is 32. 2 power 5 is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 plus 0 into 2 power 4, that is it will become 0 plus 1 into 2 cube is 8 plus 1 into 2 power 2 is 4 plus 0 into 2 power 1 is 0 plus 1 into 2 power 0 is 1 plus 1 into 2 power minus 1. 2 power minus 1 can be written as 1 divided by 2. The value of 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. So 1 into 0.5 plus 0, anything multiplied by 0 is 0 plus 1 into 2 power minus 3. 2 power minus 3 can be written as 1 divided by 2 power cube, that is 1 divided by 8. The value of 1 by 8 is 0.125. Now multiply this. 64 into 1 is 64 plus 32 into 1 is 32 plus 0 plus 8 into 1 is 8 plus 4 into 1 is 4 plus 0 plus 1 into 1 is 1 plus 0.5 into 1 is 0.5 plus 0 plus 1 into 0.125 is 0.125. Now add all these things, you will get 109.625. So this is the decimal equivalent value for the given digit, given binary digit. Now we will see another concept. So now we will see another conversion, that is octal to decimal conversion. When we are converting octal to decimal, we need to multiply each digit by 8 with its positional value and add all the products to get the final results. Now we will see the example problems for this. The first example problem is, consider this example. Now multiply, see this is octal number. This why? Because all the digits are in the range of octal numbers. So now this should be converted to decimal. Now multiply each digit by 8 with its weight. Now I will multiply 2 into 8 plus 3 into 8 plus 4 into 8. Now I will write down the positional values for integer part that starts from 0, 1, 2. Now again take fractional part by using plus symbol. Multiply this by 8. 5 into 8 plus 6 into 8. Now always the positional values after the digit will start from -1, -2. Now expand these terms. 2 into 8 into 8 is 64 plus 3 into 8 power 1 is 8 plus 4 into 8 power 0 is 1 plus 5 into 8 power -1. 8 power -1 can be written as 1 divided by 8 plus 6 into 8 power -2, that can be written as 1 divided by 8 power 2. Now 64 into 2, it will become 128 plus 8 3s are 24 plus 4 into 1 is 4 plus 5 into 1 by 8. 1 by 8. The value of 1 by 8 is 0.125 plus 6 into 1 by 8 power 2. 1 by 8 power 2 value is 0.03125. 0.03125. 128 plus 24 plus 4 plus 5. Now 5 into 0.125 is 0.625 plus 6 into 0.03125 is 0.1872. Now add all these terms, you will get the value as 156.718 of base 10. So this is the decimal equivalent value for the given octal number. Now we will see one more example. This is one more example problem. Multiply each digit by 8. Take 1 into 8 plus 3 into 8 plus 7 into 8 plus 5 into 8. Now write the positional values 0, 1, 2, 3. 1 into 8 cube can be written as 8 into 8 into 8, that is 512 plus 3 into 8 into 8 is 64 plus 7 into 8 power 1 is 8 plus 5 into 8 power 0 is 1. 512 into 1 is 512 plus 64 into 3 is 192 plus 8 into 7 is 56 plus 5 into 1 is 5. Now add all these terms, so you get 765 as the result, and this is your decimal equivalent value for the given octal number. Now we'll see another conversion. In last we have studied converting octal to decimal. Now we'll see hexadecimal to decimal conversion. So in this conversion we need to multiply each hexadecimal number by 16 and add all the products. So it gives you the value of, when we multiply each digit by 16 and adding all the products, will get the decimal value, equivalent value for the given hexadecimal number. Now we'll see the example problems. This is an example problem. Here A, B, D. This is in alphabetical form. Why? Because it belongs to hexadecimal number. So in hexadecimal number we have digits from 0 to 9 and alphabets from A to F, total 16 digits. So this is an example for hexadecimal number system. Now each and every digit should be multiplied by 16. Now I will multiply this by 16. Take A into 16 plus D into 16 plus D into 16. Now write the weights or positional values for 16, that starts from 0, 1, 2. Now A, the value, the hexadecimal equivalent value for A is 10 into 16 power 2 plus D into, now D value is 13. So the hexadecimal equivalent value of D is 13 into 16 power 1 plus again D value is 13 into 16 power 0. Now 10 into 16 square. 16 square is nothing but 16 into 16, that is 256 plus 13 into 16 power 1 is 16 plus 13 into 16 power 0 is 1. Now 10 into 256 is 2560 plus 13 into 16 is 208 plus 13 into 1 is 30. Now add all the products. Now add all these products, you will get value as 2781. The base is 10. Now 2781 is the decimal equivalent value for the given hexadecimal A, B, D. Now we will see one more example problem. This is one more example problem. 1A4F. See, all these digits falls under the hexadecimal range, that is A stands for, A represents 10, F represents 50. Now multiply this each digit by 16. Now consider 1 into 16 plus A into 16 plus 4 into 16 plus F into 16. Now write the positional values as 0, 1, 2, 3. Now expand this. 1 into 16 into 16 into 16 is 4096 plus A value is 10 into 16 into 16 is 256 plus 4 into 16 power 1 is 16 plus F value is 15 into 6 power 0 is 1. Now multiply this, you will get 4096 into 1 is 4096 plus 256 into 10 is 2560 plus 16 into 4 is 64 plus 15 into 1 is 15. Now add all these terms, you will get 6735. The base value is 10. Now this is the decimal equivalent value for the hexadecimal value. So now we'll see. So take down the assignment questions for decimal to octal, that is 596.02. You need to convert this to octal. Now, next problem is 956.05. Next is 1510.23. So this is about decimal to octal. Next, decimal to hexadecimal. First problem is 975. Next problem is 781. Third one is 699. So we'll discuss next topics in the next sessions. Thank you.